Welcome, all Earth signs, to your chakra reading for April. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. This is for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay, let's see what is going on. Best messages coming out. Ooh, we have a little insecurity going on with the base chakra. Okay, why do we have a little insecurity going on right now, guys? This card is talking about the greatest adversary is the one living inside me. So there's something that you're a little insecure about, a little unsure about. A lot of times, just being unsure can cause that insecurity. I'm not sure what lies ahead, so it's making me feel a little imbalanced. It's making me feel like I'm fearing something because I'm not sure exactly where this is going. This is talking about, do I listen to my fear? How can I tap into my courage? So this is, definitely telling you it's time to become more courageous. Face that adversary, face those fears, face those insecurities, finding the tremendous power within yourself and valuing your contribution. So you might even feel like you're not valuing everything that you're putting out there. So that also causes insecurities because then that causes doubt. So I just feel like the reason this is here more than anything is you're doubting yourself. You might be working very, very hard, putting a lot of energy out there, doing a lot of things, and then not seeing the results, which can bring back that idea of, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? Should I continue to go down this road? Do you see what I'm saying? And those can be taunting, right? They could literally be taunting because then you have to say to yourself, okay, so where am I going, right? Sometimes we can even have to distinguish between what's real and what's imagined, right? And I feel like a lot of what's going on with you is imagined fears. So you might be bringing up the worst case scenarios in the situation. Okay, so as you can see, the demon here in this kind of rainbow, that's called the demon red rainbow, can no longer stop him, this guy, right? Never can stop this guy from realizing his dreams. So it's saying, do not allow these things to overcome you, to knock you down, to stop you from going where it is you're supposed to be going, right? You want to face these demons, face these fears. Fears are demons, okay? And then just trust naturally that where you're going will have, right, an outcome. It's just that sometimes we just don't see it. It just feels like we're maybe putting a lot of stuff out there for nothing, right? So what do we have here? We have a balance. So really needing to get to that balance for that ultimate change. Needing to balance out the dualities of what's going on within the situation. Balance out those fears from the courageous. Speaking. Ooh, I heard it too. Stop talking down to yourself about the situation. Stop the negative speaking, thinking, listening to other people, maybe doubting your dreams, not staying on boat with you. Maybe they're giving you insecurities. Maybe they're telling you, why are you doing all this? You're not going anywhere. And then that could get that little mind going, right? Start implicating these fears, making these worries. So whether or not it's, coming from someone else or just yourself, no matter what, in the end, it looks like it's coming down to you itself, right? Whether or not someone else is planting these seeds of fears, doubts, and um, discouragement towards you, it's about how you're engaging with them. It's about how you're taking this situation in and allowing it to imbalance your thoughts, right? It says it's time to shine, my friends. It's time for the sunshine. It's time for you to take back the control within your situation. I'm going to grab a card over here. Make sure I have my book next to me. I don't use these cards very often, so I don't have them all memorized or in the knowing, which is fine. So let's get a card here and see what Spirit has to say on the throat chakra. Show us about the throat chakra, because it says it's time for shine. You can shine through this. It's just about balancing yourself out. Through the darkness comes the sun. Well, see that too. Spirals of manifestation. Ooh. Okay, guys, this is going to be card number 18. Bringing an end to that. Look at that. Manifesting through the 8, through the 1 becomes the new beginning. And the 1 plus 8 equals 9, saying this will be the end of this. Ooh, and then you got the 20 over here, the 1 plus 9. So going 18, 19. Love it. So this is saying, hey, through this change, you know, getting through this darkness spreads this light out so that you can manifest what it is you need. Let's read this card really fast for you. Best message that's going on in this card, please. This oracle has a message for you. Sometimes when you feel the furthest away, when you feel the furthest away from what we want, we are actually closer than ever before. Just one turn on the spiral loop of creation can see your manifestation taking root in the world. You must hold true to your faith and keep working on your progress. Oh, I love that. Forget about believing it when you are seeing it. Oh, well, it's literally a old tale over here of just because you don't see it doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in it. You don't have to see something to believe in it. You have to have faith that it's going to happen before even seeing any telltale signs at all. That's what brings it to light. That's what makes it bigger than life. That's what co-creates it. That's what makes it manifest. It's just being in that knowing of, you know what? Okay, it's fine. I don't see anything yet. That's okay. That doesn't mean it's not in the progress. It doesn't mean it's not in the works of becoming something big. So this oracle also brings a message to you about the perfect synchronicities that are taking place within your life. You may have started to notice these already. When we live from the heart, honor our creative center, and choose unlikely but lovingly rebellious ways to be in the world, we will begin to notice synchronicity every day. It is as though the universe is speaking. Throat chakra, creativity, speak, listen, communication, to us immediately on all matters, which of course it is. So really what it's saying is, the universe is already speaking to you, but you can't hear because the insecurities are blocking. That root chakra is blocking everything. It's blocking everything from unfolding perfectly. But more than anything, it doesn't even mean that it's not going anywhere. It just means that you're having insecurities about what you're doing because you don't see something with your own eyes. So therefore, if I can't see something happening, therefore it must not be happening. That's your own assumption, and that's a negative assumption. When actually there's a such thing as called law of assumption. If I assume that something is not happening, then it probably isn't going to. If I assume that it's already taking place, you know it's going to take place. Right now it says you're just suffering from a lack of patience and understanding about how things are working. Things don't always work right away. Some things have time to build, which is within that time of called perfect timing. But you have to understand some things really do have to build. You have to build. If you're running a job, you have to build that up. You have to build up customers. You have to build up the money. You have to build up, that clientele. I mean, things literally have to build. There are building blocks in life. Yes, some things can literally manifest out of thin air. But the majority of what you guys are doing right now has something to do with perfect timing, and it's also within a building zone, just like a relationship. I gotta love how these tarot readings are like, I met this person today and we're in love. No. You have to build a relationship. You have to know who this person is. You have to get to know someone. You have to, there's a building process. You're not going to meet somebody, in 3 days and be like, are you going to be my love forever? That in itself is an insecurity of neediness, right? So you have to say, things around me build. We have to build things. And so that's what it's saying. And there's impatience here, and that's why. And then somebody may also, I feel like for some of you, there's literally someone in your ear telling you, well, that should have already happened by now. If it's a love situation, well, Greg should have already popped the word to you. It's been a week. We're supposed to get married in 2 weeks. We meet this week. We get married 2 Wednesdays from today. 2 Wednesdays from last Wednesday. We're getting married. Hey, guess what? We're going to have a baby in 6 weeks. Not unless this is some kind of arranged marriage, right? I've seen those. But in seriousness, I mean, this is about, building and communicating. 6 of Swords. This is move on from this situation. Leave the baggage behind and carry with what it is you need to carry. All of these insecurities are not worth carrying because they're just holding you down. They're holding you back. They're holding you from moving forward the way you need to move forward. They're keeping you stuck within your mind of imbalance when all of this is about the sun. It's about knowing what you have, how you're building, and where you're moving. It's like self-sabotage. Because you have the sun to the Herald of Cups. Wow. Wow. Really, the Herald of Cups is the message of this passionate new love coming in. If you guys are waiting for love, building this love relationship together, right? This is the message of, I really want to try this relationship with you, fix this relationship with you. This is also about getting towards those passionate endeavors, watching everything fall into place the way that you really want them to, really acknowledging the sun, the light, the blessing that's standing around you, understanding that there's a new cycle coming. The sun is also about change and cycles. It's because of the rebirth. So there's definitely something that you are creating and rebirthing around you that you just cannot see at this time, right? Because you have all of this imbalance and you have this, right? This insecurity of how things are really moving. So it's like, okay, so this is how it's going to go down. You're going to have this beautiful message. The Herald of Cups is a message. It's a message of your passions, your power, where your love is. Things that you're going to adore and love. There could be a tower but the tower is in reverse. So it's saying taking a personal tower, a personal wake up, a personal understanding, right, of the self-sabotage or how you're allowing someone else to sabotage your understandings of how things are actually moving and how they should be moving for you. No matter how long the wait, something divine is going on around you that is pushing you towards what it is you truly want, but it is definitely in a process, okay, of the 3 of Cups. So there is definitely saying, as you're taking this kind of wake-up call, the understanding, you're definitely going to see the change with the 3 of Cups. She understands that there's a happiness, but she's also holding a blackbird. The blackbird is talking about this change in happiness that is now going to start becoming illuminated for you. You might feel like it's a little bit of an illusion or a little bit of a fantasy. You might not see it for what it truly is when it comes to this deck, because this deck actually has a moon and it's built different, right? It's built different, right? So it's definitely saying this happiness is not just a mirage. It's not just an illusion. It's actually real that comes with this blackbird, with this change, right? But you have to take this personal understanding. Anytime the tower is in reverse, it's saying the universe is not doing it. You are doing it. The universe wants you to take care of it. It doesn't want to bring this stuff down. It wants you to take care of it personally. If the tower was right side up, it would destroy it itself. Say, this is not meant for you. I'm taking it away from you. Okay. No, this is saying you have the personal opportunity to fix this. And it's because it wants you to, because it wants you to find that inner happiness within yourself, really change those things around and really see. Use your intuition with the moon. Don't let others deceive you into thinking just because things might not be working, or do not allow your analytical mind to, that ego mind to deceive you, that just because something isn't going as fast or the way that you think it should be going doesn't mean that it's not in the process of building and doing something, because it literally is. The magician, you are making magic happen on top of the manifestation. You have all the tools, my friend. He's carrying all the aces. He's carrying the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. He has all the tools in his toolbox. It's saying you are the magician. It's time to take action. Be the magician that you are. We all have magic within us, right? We're all magical. We're all co-creators. We're all magical in our own ways. And it's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing, because that means that I don't have to stay stuck where I am. I have the potentials to use my sword, cut my way out of here, to use my wand, find the passion within myself, be impulsive enough to move, take action for my heart's desire, Ace of Cups, for that solid foundation of what it is I truly want, Ace of Pentacles. So see, he's holding them all. He's saying, I can do all of this, and I have the potentials to do this. There's nothing that keeps me away from what I want to do. My mind is my enemy, or this other person who's getting stuff into your mind. So now, if you do have this other person in your mind over here, because I do have 10 of Pentacles over here, but I also have 10 of Wands, and I also have the Queen of Swords. So I also have the Queen of Swords over here, who I think is a little judgy. So if you do know that it's someone who's telling you this should have happened this way, that way, the other way, they may have their own insecurities, or maybe they have their own belief system that's not adding up to what's really going on within your life. Just because it happens for one person one way doesn't mean it happens the same for others. Everybody's on their own journey. Okay? So they could be a little critical about the situation of how you're getting that, and really bringing in the 10 of Wands. Okay? So if you know it's not yourself being highly critical of yourself, then, and you know it's someone else, take it how it resonates, because it does say the Queen of Swords is here, who's being a little icy about the situation, but I don't really see it as icy in this situation. I feel it's very critical. I think it's very condescending, and I think that it's a lot judgmental. But I think it's more judgmental on how you're moving. And, when I built a business, or I was in love, this is the way it happened. Well, that's good for you. I'm so fucking proud of you. And that's the way you have to see this. Don't let them get you in your head like, wow, that really sucks. I wish that could happen for me. How come that's not happening for me? And they may even tell you things like, sounds like you have bad luck. I mean, whoever you're dealing with here literally might be putting themselves onto a high horse situation where it's actually bringing you down, because it's making you feel like you can't reach the limits of what they did within this certain time period. Well, I started a business 6 months ago. You've been working at it for 2 years. I haven't seen shit, and it's like, good for you. That's what I really want you guys to say when it comes to this icy person. If you are dealing with them, I don't even care if it's in your head. Tell that little mind, good for it. Move on. I don't need you. Thanks, though. Everybody beats at their own drum and their own rhythm. Okay. Because it does feel like there's something very highly critical going on around you, where someone thinks, well, don't you think that he should have given you roses by now, or given you a date by now? It's been a long time, when I was dating so and so, and it's like, good for you again, blessed be, good for you, because I'm telling you guys, everybody has something a little bit different. Okay. That's like when I got pregnant when I was 24 when I had a baby, and my friends were like, I've already had 2. And I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I know you did. You got right out of high school and just went right to it. Good for you. See what I mean? I wasn't taking it. Then I was 28 when I had my next one, and everybody's like, "Man, you're going old." I was like, "Yeah, I want to make sure I get my shit together." Everybody has their own story, right? But for some reason, this person wants to be very judgmental about this situation of whatever it is you're doing and making them, there's something about this person makes me think that they want to be better than you anyways, or maybe they think they're helping, but they're criticizing more than they're helping. They're over judgmental, very biased about whatever is going on. And I think it's a bummer because I think for a lot of you, it's really bringing you down. Like, man, if you got that started in 6 months, man, how come I'm still here doing this a year later? That could really work on your mental. That's not it. Maybe it's because, hey, you ever think of this? Maybe it's because they got started in the 6 month and you're going to get really started in a year. Maybe you're going to overpass them. Maybe you'll surpass them. Maybe all of a sudden, they think they're making all of this, and all of a sudden you're going to be like a millionaire. And they're still sitting over here, and you kind of look at them like, man, well, I'm glad you got done in 6 months because now I'm a millionaire and you're not. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. You'd never think that way. Because I don't believe for anything here that you would even think that. It could be a thought when it happens from all the BS that they do. I mean, we are human, but I don't know. They're just really getting in your head. You need to stop that and allow your chakras to go. You have your own worries and you're on your own journey when it comes to this situation, and it's no one's call to tell you how you're going to move. And if it's not a person, do not listen to that analytical mind. And maybe it's because you're watching competition. Don't watch competition to the point to where it makes you feel like you're not as good as other people. It doesn't have anything to do with it either. Everybody, like I said, they move at their own rhythm. We're all different for very good reasons. Okay. So Spirit says, just get to where it is you need to be and wield the magic around you. Because something big is happening. You have 2 sons, guys. You have 2 sons coming in. Something magical is going to appear in your life. As soon as you have that sudden awareness to really listen internally, exhausted, recharge and regroup, my friends. Duality, don't lose your vigilance. Yeah. Because you have fast changes actually coming. As soon as you have this full awareness of this tower and bringing in that tower, you're doing it yourself. Remember, the universe says it's up to you. This is your free will. I'm giving this to you. Then you will see the impact and you will see the fast changes coming to you. It's not always the divine who's going to step in and do everything. Now, this one says, I want you to be fully aware of what is going on around you so you can get rid of the insecurities, turn this all around so that you can really become vigilant on what it is you truly want. It says right here, vigilance. Okay, use a little more flexibility if it comes to the situation. Be more flexible within yourself, though, too. Give yourself a little more room because you have a happy surprise coming. As soon as you get all these little things tweaked, and that's all it is, it's just tweaking things around. Okay, you're going to find out, right, how much is really going on around you, and you can really feel like you're shedding into a new snake, that you are really taking on this phoenix effect. You're really turning into this major butterfly. Right? Time to set your higher goals into action. You'll be surprised what's going to happen. Okay? Just take back that control and do not allow the insecurities to control you. And watch the sun come out. Till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.